Howdy, howdy. Hope we got this all working. Can anybody hear me? Hello, hello. Do we have audio? Check, check. Hello. Can you hear me? Awesome, awesome. Sorry for the delay. I having camera issues. As you can see, too, I'm sweating like mad. Uh, Good to see everybody. Glad everybody showed up. I'm good to be back. So, without further ado, let's get it on. Oh well, everything's screwing up. It's been so long. Good to see everybody. Wingspan, Nikki, TB, Kusa Rising, Claire, Freddie, Miss Kathy, Glock. Glad that after being gone so long, actually got quite a few showing up. I apologize for being out for so long. Things have been kind of difficult, as I told some of y'all before. I was having some problems with diabetes. My sugar and stuff was running up in the 600s, but now I've got things in order, got things in line, and doing good. They got me on 2 pills a day and 2 insulin shots a day. So I see keeping the swine. If there's anybody else I miss, Scotto, always good to see you, buddy. Well, since my intro didn't play, I'm not too sure how well I'm going to be able to share anything tonight. Good news is that they have finally started running fiber optics out here. They're hooking it up at the poles and starting to do the drops. So maybe soon I'll have some kick ass internet. Let me see if I can share a screen. Bear with me a minute. Yep. Yep, I definitely will. No doubt about it. But for now, it's the only thing I got. But you can bet your ass as soon as fiber optics get out here, I'll definitely. uh, Keep it as nice as hell. We just got rural water. Internet will be 3 to 5 years more. You must be out in the country like me. Oh, the intro did play. It was froze up for me. Well, I wasn't sure. But let me see if I can share this screen. How many of you caught Team Skeptics release last night? If you uh, if you caught it, put a one in the chat. If you didn't, put a two. Hey, welcome, Bill, Claire, and Miss Stephanie. Anybody else that I might have missed? Glad to see y'all here. If you hadn't, please hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Um, well, last night, Skeptic really put it to Kaiser, and if you missed it, we're going to talk about it tonight if I can get it to work.
I can't remember. Sorry, it's been so long. But either way, they run the show.
Kaiser ain't running shit. Kaiser something in return.
Well, it looks like we're not going to have any luck with it. It's going to buffer like crazy. Damn it.
So, of course, I told him, stop doing that. And if you go back and look, ever since about mid-October, early November, he stopped. He stopped telling everybody these dumbass stories.
Oh, man. It's just going to keep on buffering bad. So, if you don't know about it,
Why?
uh,
What got him to stop? Josh had already been saying everything Josh was going to say about him. Stone Vet. I call him Josh Stone Vet. He'd already been exposed on Frauditor Trolls channel. Like, I had told him, just stop. There's no need for me to fucking put.
All right, a little backstory here. Skeptic, he was like fraud or troll in the beginning. He kind of helped Kaiser along, um, kind of promoted his channel, and now Skeptic is prior service. He's a Navy. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he said he did 2 years in the Navy. And so when Kaiser started doing all this shit, he told him about, the stolen valor and told him to stop doing it. And if he did, then Skeptic wouldn't say anything or put anything out. Well, of course, Kaiser couldn't do it. He couldn't quit. So he had to finally break down and say some stupid shit. Said that he was a retired E8 of all things. Now, my dad retired as an E8 and he had damn near 30 years in. So, you know, Kaiser wasn't, with his 2 failed boot camp attempts, there's nowhere past, wasn't even a private. He was an E nothing. And so when he did that, then Skeptic came forward to tell all of the lies and the stuff that he had told. And apparently, um, there has been some discussion about the murder. That apparently Kaiser said some things to Skeptic in regards to that. So let's see if we can get this to play, and we'll go from there. I really apologize.
Say the same thing everybody else is saying. If you stop now, sure enough, he stops. And we go from the conversation in Frankfurt all the way until about 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago, somebody, I'm sorry. We're going to move the conversation up to about 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I received a message from Shiz because I told Shiz what Kaiser told me. I didn't tell everybody else. I told Shiz alone. And I said, look, you want to tell everybody else? That's fine. But Shiz and Shiz alone is the only one that knew that I had these conversations with Kaiser. So I see a message from Shiz from like a few weeks behind, or no, it was about 6 weeks behind at this point. I missed this message from her that said, are you ever going to talk about the Kaiser situation? The stolen valor situation. And so this was like about 6 weeks before the next part happened, but about 2 months ago from today, right? So you sent me this message about 2 months ago from today. Then about 3 weeks ago, I read the message and I grabbed her and pulled her into a call and said, hey, look, I'm not intending on doing anything here. I'm not going to say anything because I've gone through his transcripts because I have a transcript searcher, right? So that's how I find most of my court videos is I have this transcript searcher on my computer that I program, right? I mean, I use other people's proprietary programs, but I wrote the code for it. You can cheer me on later. But anyway, I was like, I'm not going to fucking do anything because he's not saying Iraq and Afghanistan. He's not telling stories about being in Iraq and Afghanistan anymore. And I was like, if you can find one, I'll do it. I'll make a deal. I asked him to stop. And from my opinion, it looks like he stopped. What happened, happened. It's not going to change anything. Falcax in the long run got helped out. He probably isn't an actual like producer quality person. So money went to a veteran and he stopped saying things. If we stop now, great. We'll just leave it at that. Shiz can keep going on with her investigations into your murder, and Stone Vet can keep telling you, keep putting out to everybody else how much of a fucking stolen valor piece of shit you are, right? But if you can show me one instance where he's said that he's done something where he hasn't done, then I'll say something. And she came back in like less than 10 minutes. She's very articulate.
10 minutes. Hey, there's KY Reacts. How good to see you, buddy. Oh, TB, I'm sorry to hear, buddy. I certainly understand. And my prayers are with you. It's rough. It really is. I'm still trying to deal with the loss of my mom. Every day I think about calling her and she's not there anymore. And we used to talk every week on the phone, 2 or 3 times. I got a little bit of it. Done a little bit of mailing. Sent Mr. Kaiser doesn't like my mailing though. I love the fact, I don't know how many of y'all have heard, but he said that the letters we sent out didn't do any good. He had a barbecue with all the neighbors came over, and he told them all the truth. Now, can you just see that barbecue? Oh my God. That is so funny. I couldn't believe he said that shit. That he invited the neighbors over to tell them that he was a crook and a potential suspect in a murder case. All right, let's go back to Skeptic here.
Statistic as well. She came back in less than 10 minutes and said, this was from yesterday. And I go, and I don't remember whose channel it was on, but it was a clip from a channel the previous day. So remember, at this point, it was about 6 weeks before that Shiz asked me if I was going to say anything about Kaiser. Up until that point, I had not interacted with that message or anything up until that point. Then I asked him then I messaged her, find me something he said. And she brings me back something from like the day before or 2 days before. And I have that clip. So now we're going to get into clips. Dickbag.
Yes, sir.
As I get these clips ready, will you please begin telling your side of this story? Because we still have to we're not finished with my side yet. My side still involves one interaction, but I need this clip so I can show you why I asked the question I asked and what the response was that I got in return. So go ahead, Dickbag.
Gotcha.
You tell your side of this. You tell from your perspective everything that's happened, and then I'll get that clip ready.
Gotcha. So starting at the point where there was a buzz about stolen valor is when my ears started perking up. Then Troll announced he was going to have a live stream that Wrangler was going to be joining, and you were free to email Troll and sign up to be able to go up and ask him questions.
Mhm.
Now Tats, who kind of turned out to be a weirdo in the end, I'm not entirely sure what happened, but he was 100% correct about the medical information that you mentioned earlier about him walking around on a broken tibia for 3 weeks or whatever. He had been contacting veteran organizations about this, and he got a message back from one of the more notable ones that said, "Well, this guy isn't what he seems." So, stolen valor, yeah, you don't throw that around lightly at somebody. So, what? But once I saw that message, and it was from a legitimate person within the stolen valor field, I said, "Well, maybe there's something to this." I would like to ask this guy questions because, a, being a veteran myself,
Oh, come on now. I thought we
and b, having sort of contributed to his channel, and also, what are we doing here if we're not here supposedly to be calling out fraud, right?
Yeah,
So
even if it's somebody that's supposedly in our community, we call them out. You're not supposed to get a pass just because you're our friend. If you're a friend and you know how bad we scrutinize people, you should probably be extra fucking careful about the shit you bring up and the shit
good night,
you say
Claire.
is actual fact. Because somebody out there is going to fact check
Thank you for stopping
100%.
in.
All right, I have one of
absolutely.
I have the first
Yep.
video. Let me
Sure.
bring it in real quick. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm like, where the fuck? This is the product of not live streaming a lot. Oh, I have great news. After I'm done talking all this depressing shit, I got great news for you.
Nice.
Not you. I could give a shit less about you, bro.
Oh,
Uh, just something real quick, kind of off the subject of what we're talking about. Uh, if you caught the first part of Skeptic's thing, he's being sued. Uh, and get this, he's being sued for trespassing on this lady's digital equipment. He's trespassing on her digital equipment. You know, that's as bad as public safety getting charged for live streaming onto a paid platform. What in the world is the world coming to that people are trying to sue over these dumb shit? Thank you very much, Miss Lucy. Daniela, we're very glad to have you. Thank you very much. Oh, KY. Okay. Yeah, good guy there. Speaking of, how you been doing? Are you recovering well? Are you up and going yet?
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. All right. So here is a 12-second clip. All right. This was the clip that was sent to me. And it was from a live stream that had just happened the day before, or 1 or 2 days before. Here we go.
And I retired a buck sergeant. I was an
Okay. So before we allow this to go in, you have to know the context. All right. So who's the guy, Dickbag? Do you know who the guy is that is that's talking here? I don't know who his name is, but anyway,
Thank you, Mr.
he has Kaiser on, and he's talking about his military service, his history, and he says, "I'm a retired buck."
That's if y'all don't know who it is, that's generally specific. KY says I'm doing a lot better. In physical therapy. Won't be much longer. I'll be walking. Can't wait to get back to work and some sense of normal. Yeah, I can understand that, buddy. And we're still praying for you. Soon can be looking forward to seeing you back up and about. But yeah, this is a conversation that Kaiser was having with generally specific.
Sergeant E6. I think that's what he said he was, retired buck sergeant E6. And Michael Kaiser responds with, retired E8 here, or I'm retired E8. Watch, here, I'll play it for you. You don't have to take my word for it. You get to hear it yourself.
And I retired a buck sergeant. I was an E5P. Because I was
E8.
Right, because I was getting ready.
You hear that? How casually he just goes, right. Like he just casually accepts what Kaiser says. Retired E8. I'll play it again for you.
And I retired a buck sergeant. I was an E5P. Because I was
E8.
Right, because I was getting ready to get med boarded out because I just.
All right. So that was what started it.
I couldn't hear it, but I'm assuming.
Oh, you can't. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Okay, you know what?
No. It could just, as long as everybody else.
No. That's you're now a part of the conversation. Let me make sure you hear everything as well, because it does. I need to remember you're on a different channel. Okay, here we go.
Ran out who would use. And I retired a buck sergeant. I was an E5P. Because I was
E8.
Right, because I.
Okay. So did you hear that time now?
Yep.
All right. Guys, my brother, right, worked his ass off in the military for like 22 fucking years to become an E7. Kaiser's dumbass, this fucking boot camp dropout, is not an E8. All right. He didn't make it to E8. To be an E8, he would have had to do 20 plus years. Okay. And given his intelligence level, he would have never made it to E8. Never. E5, maybe 20-year E5. That's what he would have been. Maybe just on forced promotions. On the, oh my God, we can't keep this guy around anymore. Who cares what his fucking evals are? Send his ass through. So he says, I'm a retired E8. That's a lie. That's saying that was that master sergeant, right? An E8. Is that a senior? Is it? Hold on. It'd be.
I don't know. In the Navy,
in the Navy. It'd be a senior. Yeah, it'd be a senior chief. Yeah. So I think it would be. I think an E8 would be would it not be a master sergeant? Would E8?
I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the Army and Marine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, you have a job. Let us know.
E8 would be a master sergeant or a first sergeant, depending on what the job classification was. If he was with a company, I got echo here. Okay.
Turn up your phone light.
Sorry about that. Uh, yeah, a E8 is a master sergeant. If you're like in an admin position, uh, it'd be a master sergeant, or if you was a first sergeant of a company, you know, it's the same rank, same pay, just different rank. And get my eyeballs on here so I can quit squinting so much. The guys do not think people would look into this. Well, you know, he started out with this long bunch of stupid stories, and you'll see as Skeptic goes on. Uh, Skeptic was one of the first people I started watching when I came on YouTube. Before I even thought about having a channel, uh, I thought of, you know, I started watching his channel and really loved it. Let's go on now.
In the
Either way, it's fucked up.
in the fighting force is a E8. That's a master sergeant, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, you're the man. When you get to that rank, you're
the man. You walk on the base and nobody fucks with you. Even officers
or woman.
Or officers. No officers ain't fucking with, not unless they're fucking a captain or a 07 or something. Because to get that, it shows that you've been in the military for a long time. You've done a lot of fucking work. You've earned that.
Those
and when we were
that run the whole thing, they run the chiefs in the Navy. You know, the chiefs, the E6s and aboves. They run the whole deal.
So
or Chiefs E7, I think. E8. I can't remember. Sorry, it's been so long. But either way, they run.
The thing, Lucy, the thing that Kaiser was doing was saying that he was a veteran, you know, combat veteran. He earned 2 Purple Hearts, was in Afghanistan, all these long, crazy stories. And he was doing this to get people to his channel. He was telling everyone that all the money that he gets, that he's donating it to a military charity. So any super chats that come in, any of those, he's going to, or any money that he makes, that he's going to donate it all to a charity. So this is what grew his channel, was on the back of all these lies. And now that it's all coming out, everybody's calling him out on it. Yes, please like, comment, subscribe. Help us get this, get our numbers up. I definitely would appreciate it, everything. And I appreciate all of y'all. You know, I've been gone 2 weeks and, you know, we got 12 people in here and had a bunch of people in here just waiting. So I really means a lot. Thank y'all very much.
They run the show.
Kaiser ain't running shit. Kaiser ain't running a goddamn thing. Not at all. A dude can barely run his dentures. All right. He ain't running shit in the military. He ain't no fucking E8. And so I just asked him. I laughed about it. I was like, oh my God, this guy really didn't say he was a fucking E8. So I go over to Discord where Kaiser messages me all the time, right? Not recently, but I'm saying, like, if I say something to him, guaranteed response. Guaranteed, real fast, guaranteed. Sometimes I don't even have. One time he just messaged.
Yeah, you're right. Bill, a whole lot of them have gone. And his cash cow, his ATM, apparently, from what I'm understanding, passed away. I hate that, for anybody. My prayers go out to her family, even, if that is true. Uh, Amethyst Jones, which was his cash cow. I mean, she would drop $100, $200 every night. And as I'm understanding, apparently she's passed away. And I don't want to say anything bad about anyone like that, but that's definitely hurt his pocket.
Message me to say congratulations on Brainy Beaver, who just talked shit about me a couple of days ago, and now you're putting them on your channel. Guess what, Kaiser? I'm the one that told Brainy Beaver to talk shit about you. I wanted you on your edge. I was fucking with you because I knew you were a stolen valor piece of shit liar. So I was honestly going to see, I was waiting for him at this point to start saying that he was in fucking the military again, but he didn't. He didn't until that. So then I go and I message him. I was like, did you really retire as an E8? First time ever, no message in return.
Lucy, we all agree that it's a cult. And right now, he's changed from the Wrangler cult members, as he put on before, to where he's calling it a family. We're a family. Well, where have you heard that before? Let's see, I can count them. Jim Jones and his cult, we're a family. David Koresh and the Branch Davidians, we're a family. And most popular of all, Charles Manson, we're a family. So, that's the sure way of the next thing of a cult is they'll start calling it a family. Hey, Jocko in the house.
That in itself doesn't bother me. I could give a shit less. Honestly, I don't know if you've ever sat through a fucking Kaiser stream, but the way he speaks on Discord is just as fucking irritatingly fucking annoying as it is when he's speaking in person. Oh my God, having to listen to this guy fucking talk. Like, really? People are really born with IQs that low? Like, really? What the fuck? So anyway,
not to my knowledge.
So I message him. Did you really retire in E8? No hostility, no nothing. No answer. I give him 24 hours. Maybe he's busy. Who knows, right? Maybe he's not trying to duck fucking realizing that he's just fucking still doing stolen fucking valor. So I message him the next day. I say, in fact, I'll read this message to you guys so I don't get it wrong because it's been a while. It's been a minute since all this happened, actually. I said, yo, never heard back from you. I only asked because Shiz said you said it. She was talking to me about some other person she's beefing with, which she is, and she was beefing with another person, and brought you up. Asked if you told me how many years you served, which he didn't. At least I don't remember if we did. Right? I don't think he talked to me about how many years he served. I said you didn't tell me, or at least I don't remember us talking about your total service time. She asked if you told me what rank you achieved, which again, I don't think you and I talked about it, and we didn't. Like, I was being honest with him right here. And I told her you probably made E3 or E4, and she said you said that you retired as an E8 in a live stream. I asked for the clip. She said she can't find it right now, but when she does, she'll get it to me. Now, that's a lie. I told him that because I didn't want him going defensive. I wanted him to be like, oh, okay, good. No, she's lying. She's lying. I wanted him to be like that. I wanted to see the immediate response, but he didn't respond to me at all. So I says, she says this a lot, LOL. I'm not sure she's actually ever brought a receipt to the table, which she has lots of receipts, by the way. Love you, Shiz. If she sends me the clip, I'll send it to you.
By the way, I pinned the link at the top. Anybody that wants to come up, you're more than welcome. As always.
No answer. 24 hours again, no answer. This is ridiculous to me, right? Like, this is ridiculous. He always answers me, but now he's not. Why I think that is, right? So I send him 24 hours later, I send him a question mark. Like, what's up, bro? What's up, brother? Like, oh, me and you were brothers, skeptic. What's up, brother? How about this? Brother, take my name out of your fucking description and stop grifting off of my fucking name to grab yourself an audience. People that are looking for me don't need to find your pillbilly ass. That's called a grift. Your videos have nothing to do with me. You
Always doing so well.
You're fucking backwoods fucking. I got some mean shit to say right now, but I know better than to say what I want to say. How about this? You're missing a chromosome, bro. Okay. You're dealing with fucking true intelligence in my chat, and you're missing a chromosome. You're out of your league. You fucked up. You admitted to a bunch of shit. You admitted to me that you're stolen valor. I told you that I had no intention of saying anything if you didn't fucking keep doing it, but you couldn't
Welcome, Hanky.
fucking stop. A couple nights after that, and he still hasn't hit me back I'm sorry. That same night. It was that same night, not a couple of nights after that. That same night. He goes live. So I figure I can just go in there and ask him about it in the chat where he doesn't have a chance to not see it. I mean, he could voluntarily not see it, but his whole chat will see that he's going out of his way to not see it. So let me see if I think I have a screenshot of that.
Yep. Let's see if it's going to give it a minute. While that's loading up, or try and load up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink real fast. Well, hell. Well, let's see if it's going to play or not. While we're waiting on that, I'll tell you, if you have to drink diet sodas and you like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar is the way to go. Whole lot better than the diet Dr. Pepper. I don't think it's going to load back up this way. Oh, here we go.
I figure I can just go.
It's really fucking up now. Yeah, I'm going to set it back. At least it was playing some. Refresh it.
I told you that I had no intention of saying anything.
And I am so sorry for y'all.
If you didn't fucking keep doing it, but you couldn't fucking stop. A couple nights after that, and he still hasn't hit me back after, or no, I'm sorry. That same night. It was that same night. Not a couple nights after that. That same night, he goes live. So I figure I can just go in there and ask him about it in the chat where he doesn't have a chance to not. not see it. I mean, he could voluntarily not see it, but his whole chat will see that he's going out of his way to not see it. So we have, let me see if I think I have a screenshot of that to share with you.
By the way, that Momo that Wrangler was talking to is called Generally Specific.
Evening, yall. Welcome.
Oh, generally,
Todd.
okay. I don't know.
He's,
so I want to
yeah,
make a few things clear. I'm not going after anybody here but Kaiser.
Appreciate it, Freddie.
Kaiser's the one that and I'm not saying that you can't comment on that. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to bring in or wrangle in, for lack of a fucking less retarded word, all these people into one bowl and put them all in there. I don't have an issue with KFAR. KFAR is allowed to fucking support, hang out, do whatever he wants to do with whoever. He wants to do it. I don't have an issue with that. Okay. I think it's a bad look, a really bad look, being that the Kaiser's
All right. Well, this just isn't going to work. And now my camera's acting up too. Let me refresh. There we go. GS sent me a pissed off comment, but took them down right after I said what I had to say. I haven't even bothered him. Go read his live from the day he was in his mayo sandwich outfit and tool belt. Oh, that was so hilarious. Uh, oh, excuse me. I seen that on TB's site with that dipshit in his sandwich outfit, his little kitty tool belt. That's probably the only tool belt he's got able to use. Well, I guess since I'm not able to share, then we'll just have a little discussion. That's all right with y'all. We'll bullshit for a little bit. One other thing that's happened. Hey, right on. Take care of the dog now. I don't have it loaded, TB. The one you wrote for me, I haven't got it loaded up yet. It's actually still on my phone. Uh, the song you did about dipshit, is that the one you're talking about? Let me see if I can get that to play. Hold on a minute. All right. If I can get it to work.
You're always tearing others down. Judging by skin, you wear a frown. Your IQ's low, can't put two thoughts together. You think you're alpha, but you're just a feather. Generally specific, lie so much, can't see the truth. It's time for you to face the proof. Generally specific's nothing but a fake and bitch. It's time for you to take a fall, you ain't nothing but a bitch. You're not the king, you're just a pawn. Your words are empty, your heart is gone. You think you're strong, but you're so weak. It's time for you to face defeat. You try to bring us down, but we rise above. Your hate and lies will never succumb. We stand together, united and strong. Your toxic ways will prove you wrong. Generally specific, lie so much, can't see the truth. It's time for you to face the proof. Generally specific's nothing but a fake and bitch. It's time for you to take a fall, you ain't nothing but a bitch. You're not The king, you're just a pawn. Your words are empty, your heart is gone. You think you're strong, but you're so weak. It's time for you to face defeat. We won't let your hate define us. We'll rise above, we'll shine the brightest. Your negativity won't bring us down. We'll stand tall, we'll wear the crown. Generally specific. Why so much can't see the truth? It's time for you to face the proof. Generally specific's nothing but a fake and fish. It's time for you to take a fall. You ain't nothing but a bitch. You're not the king, you're just a pawn. Your words are empty, your heart is gone. You think you're strong.
I really should have known better than to try to do this earlier in the night, but I was wanting to catch everybody. As usual,
But you're so weak. It's time for you to face defeat. You're nothing but a bitch. It's time for you to fall. We'll rise above it all. We'll stand tall. You can't bring us down. We'll never quit. You're just a shadow where the light that's lit.
I love what TV's been doing with the songs. That's awesome. As everybody's seen too, Chili is out. I think he's actually live tonight also. Guess y'all can catch too. The beard's coming back. Not bad for what 3.5 weeks growth. Mm. Let's see what TV's got in mind here. Well, what about our assassination attempt on Trump? That was some crazy shit, wasn't it? Did anybody see the redheaded redneck with the beard who said that he told the cops ahead of time about somebody climbing up on the building? Yeah. that tells me that there's some funny business going on. If you hadn't seen it, I don't know if I could find it or not. Let me see. When did CC play it, TB? Was it today? I'll grab it off of her. Probably easier than trying to locate it. Last night. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I can't get it to load up. Yeah, this was just a bad idea tonight. I'm sorry, y'all. But I do appreciate all of you showing up. We'll get it worked out. I'll start running them back again late at night until we get this fiber optic running. Because between about 5 and 10:30, the satellite's just overloaded. There's just too many people on it, and it just lags too bad. I appreciate it, Freddie. I really do. I love y'all too, for sure. But it's good to get back on anyway. We've said things health wise, you know, when my sugar got up over 600, uh, and that don't really know beyond that what it was, because the meter just all it said was high, you know, HI, and when you looked it up, that's the instructions said that meant uh, over 600. So don't know exactly what above 600 it was. But gotten it taken care of now finally. But it's been a battle, and for the past several years, I've been battling a problem with my legs swelling really bad. It's pushed me to having to use a cane now. Uh, that's why if you look in that video with Chris and GS and all of us, you'll see me walking with a cane there. Uh, they said a long time ago I'd be in a wheelchair within 5 years, and I've been proving them, making them a liar ever since. It's been about 10 to 15 years since they told me that, and I'm still walking. So, good Lord blessed me and kept me going. Yeah. But when the diabetes hit, with the swelling problem going on, it got real serious. You know, was actually worried about, you know, possibly having to do an amputation. So that's why I've been struggling really hard to work on getting that back in line and get that taken care of. And like today, this morning, my sugar was 116. So, yes, I have. I sure have. I love all the stuff that he's been doing with the videos and songs. He made one for me too. It's on his channel, but I love the one he did for you. And it was awesome. It was beautiful. Uh, you very well deserved it. Yeah. He's got some talent with his lyrics. Uh, I, I was playing around with Suno for a while, uh, but I was just giving it a few parameters and just letting it go on its own. I couldn't write, you know, good words like he does. Uh, that's a cool program. I like it. It's fun to play with. Uh, and if you're like me, you can play with it. If you're like him, you can do some cool shit with it. You know. Hey, Miss Donna. Good to hear from you. Good to see you. He says, God is good. Diabetes runs heavy in my family. I've been very lucky. Had to have gangrene in her feet, and she refused to get them cut off. Yeah, I had a good friend of mine who went to just have a couple of toes removed, and before it ended up, they took it all the way up to his knee. And I mean, can you imagine going to sleep, accepting the fact that you're going to lose a couple of toes and waking up and finding out you lost half your leg? I just can't imagine. Yeah, yeah. TV's taking care of everybody. I think he's made one just about for everybody. Yeah, I sure appreciate it. I'm gonna get it and actually put it in with my intro and outro. I just haven't done it. I need to get busy on a bunch of it. So if I'm not able to go live, for a while, I'm gonna go ahead and just start making some videos. TV, I see you, but it says device is not connected. Excuse me. Hey, Stan, welcome. Sounds like a personal problem to me. They make little pills for that. I had to switch cameras. That's what I was late getting started too. So now I'm actually on my big camera, my video camera, and it's on a tripod. So I'm having to look up at it instead of my normal camera, which is on my screen. So I have to look up and then look back down to see everything. Hey, we'll definitely help you out there, darling. That ain't no problem. Yeah, we'll get you hooked up. Yeah. Oh, one of my little girls is over here. Let's see here. Look like I'm grabbing you. Yeah. I notice my background's fuzzy. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna start taking and putting out some regular just recordings. Uh, Sweet Wingspan. Yeah. Drop your link in here too. All right on. I think that can be taken care of. I definitely and I think that's a good idea. You know, Freddie's awesome. That's one person I can always count on showing up at the middle of the night. I've gone on. Y'all know me. I've gone on at like 2 in the morning, and Freddie pop in. There you go.
Well, hello. Sorry it took
Good
me
to
so
see you.
long. Sorry it took me so long, but something was not working. I don't know what the hell was going on, but I kept trying to get the camera to turn on, kept getting the microphone to come on, and it just wouldn't. All right. So you're wanting to watch Team Skeptic, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to pull that up real quick. Do you remember what the timestamp was that you left off on?
No, I don't. I can get it pretty close.
Let me see if I can find the timestamp. I know he just showed the. Is that it? I think I might.
Yeah, looks like you're gonna have to get busy on a song.
Yeah, I'll talk to Freddie tonight. He said he was going to call me, and I'll talk to him and see if I can work something up. But I think I got something
There
that I
you
can do.
Heck yeah.
All right, I think I got the right timestamp. So let me go ahead and present my screen. This should work, and it should be better
All right.
if it'll let me present. There we go. All right, you should have something that says, I'm wanting to share
Yeah,
screen.
I
Go
got
ahead
it.
and
There we go.
all right, so I think we got it pretty close to where we were left off. So let's start from here.
E6.
I think you're pretty close.
Just let me
It's
know
where he
whenever
was
you need
talking
to
to
pause.
Todd.
Yeah. All right. So anytime you need me to stop, just say pause it real quick.
All right. Let her
I
go.
think what he said was retired Sergeant E6. And Michael Kaiser responds with retired E8 here. Or I'm retired E8. Watch. Here, I'll play it for you. You don't have to
All
take
right.
my word for it. You get to hear it yourself.
And I retired a buck sergeant. I was an E5P. Because I was right, because I was getting ready.
You hear that? How casually he just goes, right. Like he just casually accepts what Kaiser says. Retired E8. I'll play it again for you.
And I retired a buck sergeant. I was an E5P. Because I was right, because I was getting ready to get med boarded up because I just.
All right. So that was what started it.
I couldn't hear it, but I'm assuming.
Oh, you can't. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Okay, you know what?
No, it could just, as long as everybody else.
No.
can hear it, that's fine.
That's you're now a part of the conversation. Let me make sure you hear everything as well because it does. I need to remember you're on a different channel. Okay, here we go.
Ran out who would use. And I retired a buck sergeant. I was an E5P. Because I was right, because I.
Okay. So did you hear that time now?
Yep.
Guys, my brother, right, worked his ass off in the military for like 22 fucking years to become an E7. Kaiser's dumbass, this fucking boot camp dropout is not an E8. All right. He didn't make it to E8. To be an E8, he would have had to do 20 plus years. Okay. And given his intelligence level, he would have never made it to E8.
Well, baby.
Never. E5, 20-year E5. That's what he would have been. Maybe just on forced promotions. On the, oh my God, we can't keep this guy around anymore. Who cares what his fucking evals are? Send his ass through. So he says, I'm a retired E8. That's a lie. That's saying, was that master sergeant, right? An E8? Is that a senior? Is it, hold on, it'd be.
I don't know. In the Navy,
in the Navy, it'd be a senior. Yeah, it'd be a senior chief. Yeah.
chief.
So I think it would be, I think
Stop
an
it a
E8
minute.
would be would it Master Sergeant? Would E8?
I don't know I'm not.
Go ahead.
Is it lagging for everybody else? Because it's lagging real bad to me.
Yeah, it's lagging a little bit on my end.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can drop the resolution down a little bit. Let's see. Damn, I'm playing it 360. All right. If this works.
Too familiar with the Army and Marine.
Okay, chat. You have a job. Let us know. In the
Either way, it's fucked up.
in the fighting force is a E8. That's a Master Sergeant, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, you're the man. When you get to that rank, you're the
You're man. You walk on the base and nobody fucks with you. Even officers
or woman.
Or officers. No officers ain't fucking with, not unless they're fucking a captain or 07 or something. Because to get that, it shows that you've been in the military for a long time. You've done a lot of fucking work. You've earned that.
Those
and
are
when
the
we
guys
were
that run the whole thing, the the chiefs in the Navy, you know, the chiefs, the E6s and above, they run the whole deal.
So
or Chiefs E7, I think. E8, I can't remember. Sorry, it's been so long. But either way, they run the show.
Kaiser ain't running shit. Kaiser ain't running a goddamn thing. Not at all. A dude can barely run his dentures. All right. He ain't running shit in the military. He ain't no fucking E8. And so I just asked him. I laughed about it. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is just lagging too bad. Oh. Y'all gonna have to give me a minute. I gotta let Diamond out. She's gotta go. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll go ahead and continue to let this play.
Yeah, I know. Come on, baby.
I'm in the bathroom.
All right. There we go. She come over scratching at me, so I had to let her out. For those that don't know, Diamond is my one of my dogs, my pit bulls. I got two of them. They're my babies. But yeah, that'd be cool if you can get Freddie taken care of. Then I like what you've been doing though. Those are really cool. You got some talent there with your lyrics. I appreciate the one you did for me.
Let me check real quick. All right, so I've got actually 42 songs on the list right now, but there's only like 33 or 34 songs that are publicly available. So I've got a lot that I can actually drop. I just haven't done it yet.
Right. Well, those that didn't catch all of Skeptic's video, I suggest going over and catching it, checking it out. He lays out some pretty serious stuff, and from what he was saying, it looks like Kaiser's days are limited. According to what he's saying, he's been talking to cops in Alabama, so that case may get reopened. That would be really awesome.
Well, I'm not going to spoil any other surprises, but I know that a lot more than Alabama is looking at Kaiser right now.
Yeah,
It's
I know
not
that
just
too.
Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But he's definitely done, and he just doesn't realize it yet, how far badly he's screwed up.
yeah. But my focus right now is on his partner. I'm trying to find out about an allegation that I was told. And maybe anybody can help me out with this. Now, I don't know this to be true, but allegedly, JJ got into some trouble in Tennessee. And I'm trying to find out what state it was in so I can do, what county or city where I can do an information request for it. So if anybody knows anything about that, email me. I would like to find out more about it if it's true. And supposedly there's other children involved. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, this is all just hearsay that I've gotten information on right now. It's nothing that I've been able to confirm yet, but I'm definitely digging into finding out about it. Yeah, Donna, I've been talking with Chris about it too. So we're gonna I'm gonna see. Oh, Freddie, you know we love you. Freddie says I appreciate it, but I don't do lives and stuff. But y'all sure have tears rolling down my cheek from the love from everyone. You do lives. You're on all of us' lives. Whenever you on right now. You know, we always can count on you to be here.
Not to mention, you've been up on my live panels before, so you have been doing lives.
Sure has. Yeah, I've seen you on several panels. Oh, you're part of the family. For sure. And we ain't no damn cult either. We're a family. So, yeah, we all stick together. So that's the good part about it all. I did a request. I know if y'all remember when I last talked to y'all about the cop that saved a baby's life in Amarillo. I did a Freedom of Information Act trying to get it, and fucking Amarillo's trying to fight me on it. They sent a sent it towards the attorney general to determine whether or not it's information that can be released or not. Kind of fucked up, I think, but I've done a lot of searching, and there's very little that you can find about it, you know. And hell, that's something that needs to be told for sure. We all the bad shit we see of cops all the time. To see a good one is refreshing, you know. And the way it went down, from what I understand, they went on a call to a house that they were familiar with already. That the guy there was a repeat felon they'd had trouble with in the past, and so they was going on a call to his location, and he comes speeding out real fast, and they started chasing him, and he ends up crashing into a house through a yard and into the side of a house. And where he crashed into was the baby's room. And so they, get out of their cruisers, and he starts shooting. They hear a baby crying. And so they kick in a door, rush in, and save the baby while under under fire, being shot at, and put the baby first. Uh, so those are real heroes. That's something that needs to be put out, and it's hidden. It's not you can't hardly find nothing, and they're fighting me for the information on it. Oh,
That's kind of odd. We're over here trying to praise them, and yet they're trying to hide it. I don't understand. Why wouldn't they want that out there?
exactly. Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, the video that I've got was of them receiving their awards. I showed that last time. I could probably find it again and pull it back up. Uh, that was taken, on a phone from one of the wife at the award ceremony. And when you try to search for it, you can find the story, but they barely speak anything about the baby. It's weird. I don't get it.
There's got to be something in that story that they're not wanting to get out. Either that, or they just don't want to release any information because it's still under investigation to the guy that was being pursued by all these cops. I just don't understand it. It's the only thing that I can think of, but from what you described, the case should be closed.
Well, that's what the letter that I got back. That's what they are is what they're using as they're saying that there was nobody arrested. So there is no case. So that's let me pull up the letter. Hold on a minute. It's fucking weird. But yeah, they sent it to the state attorneys general to review it. And I asked for all dash cam videos and body cam videos and the 911 call. They did send me a evidence report that showed the evidence that they collected, which it was just stuff like, blue jeans, t-shirt, hat, cell phone, a plastic a case containing a small amount of marijuana. It's taking a few minutes to open, but it's loading up.
Well, let me ask this. Did the guy that they were chasing after, did he die?
Yes.
All right, so it's a
Yes.
possibility that they may be doing an internal affairs investigation, but I don't see why. If these cops got awards and everything and they're being saluted and they were being heroic, then they've got to have something with the actual chase itself that they're investigating, and it's not going to be good for the cops. So that that's the only thing that I could think of that they might not want to release right yet. What's going on,
Well,
Dale?
the ceremony. Hey, hello there, Mr. Elliott. Like I said, they already gave them all. I think there's 4 or 6 of them altogether. But they have already awarded them all an award of valor, and the one that you know put his body between the baby and rescued it, they gave him an additional award called the Lifesaver Award. You know, oh, I think that's the stuff they should be putting out.
I'm honestly just lost right now. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe they'll actually go, wait a minute. We can release all this. Give it to them. I just don't know.
Well, it's still up to the attorney general. That's out of everything I've ever requested. That's the first time I've had this happen.
Well, I'm sure this Thursday I'll be having
It's almost opened up. It's
well, this Thursday I'll probably have the Attorney General saying, no, you can't have those files. Because we are going to be, if people don't know, Matthew did have his first hearing last week, and his pretrial is this week for his probation revocation. And yes, I do plan on
really
going to it. Yep. I plan on going to it,
awesome.
and I'm going to be sitting there watching everything that happens, and then I'm going to report back.
Cool.
I do go and see Matthew Wednesday, the day before his trial, and I got some information that I'm going to be giving to him on what's been going on in the background, but I'm not going to give it away just yet.
Cool. All right. Here's what it says. I was trying to share it where I could show it, but I can't get it to come up. Let me try one more time here. Uh, Give me just a minute here.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll answer Dale's question. Dale, it's actually a few things. Mode is trying to get information on 2 heroic cops, and I'm going after the Matthew Reardon case.
Well, this ain't gonna let me share it, but here's what it says. It says pursuant to the Texas Public Information Act, sections 552.301 and 552.0305 of the Texas Government Code, your opinion is requested as to whether or not the below requested information or any part thereof is accepted from disclosure. The city's position is the Amarillo Police Department believe the requested information not public information subject to disclosure pursuant to Texas Government Code section 552.108A section 2, which provides an exception to disclosure if the request pertains to information that deals with the detection, investigation, or prosecution of crime only in relation to an investigation that did not also provide internal record or notation of law enforcement agency that is maintained for internal use in matters relating to law enforcement or prosecution is accepted from the requirements. The internal record or notation relates to law enforcement only in relation to an investigation that did not result in conviction or deferred adjudication. The requested information relates to an inactive case that did not result in conviction or deferred adjudication. Therefore, the department believes the submitted material should be withheld. So that's what that's the reason they're asking the attorney general to say that it needs to be withheld.
Well, I think I figured out why you couldn't share.
Yeah.
I was still sharing.
Oh.
The stop sharing. So that was plus sharing yours. You can go ahead and try now.
No, it's not giving me even an option. Oh yeah, here we go. Yep, now it's doing it. Let's see if I can blow it up.
Yeah, I forgot to close my end out from where I was sharing that video earlier. I had to click on stop sharing, and then it gave you permission back.
So there's what I just read, this paragraph right here. So they're saying that it did not result in a conviction or deferred adjudication. Therefore, the department believes the material should be withheld.
Yeah, I still don't understand that. I mean, we can literally get videos of cops driving down the road, not doing anything, and we'll actually catch funny stuff like them singing to the song on the radio. I've seen videos of that. That would be pretty much the same thing, but it's like if it resulted in nothing, we can get it. But why are they withholding it? That's the question. Is there something in there that they don't want us to know about? Like,
And the
was
rest
the
of this
chase
down here just
unlawful?
let's look up this Texas code 552108. I haven't thought to do that. I had so much going on. Let's see what it says. Texas Code Section 552.108. What? That didn't come up right. Those are all transportation codes. 502.
Uh,
Uh-uh.
are you trying to
Oh,
get
it's
the code?
552. I'm not 502.
Yeah, it's 552.021. And then there's another code up above.
Yeah, I got it now. Let's see. One or two exceptions, certain law corrections or prosecutional information held by law enforcement or prosecution that deals with investigation, prosecution, subject, 75, ability to public information. And it says A2.
Yeah, just remember that the upper portion, it's actually two different ones than the lower one. The top one is 552.108A2.
That's the one I'm at
And then,
now. And what that says
and then
is just exactly the same thing that we just read. And what's the other one?
and then
Go back.
the next one is
Section
552.
552021.
Nope. It's 108B2. It's the same thing as the one that you just read, but it's now going into B2 instead of it being A2.
All right. And internal record or notation relates to law enforcement only in relation to investigation. Yeah, that's exactly the same thing. And then 552021, availability of public information. 552.108A2 says it is information that deals with the detection, investigation, or prosecution of crime only in relation to an investigation that did not result in conviction or deferred adjudication. And then V2 says the internal record or notation relates to law enforcement only in relation to an investigation that did not result in conviction or deferred adjudication. So they're saying that because there was no investigation and no conviction, it's not public information. 552, availability of public information. Let's see here. Except as provided by sections of the confidential provision of this chapter of the laws information, the confidential see does not have the authority of a Huh. I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens with the Attorney General.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's bullshit. I mean, like you said, we've gotten tons of them, but that's exactly what they're saying. That the reason that they think that it should be held back is because there was no conviction or adjudication. And, so it says, we are aware that this is an offense to either disclose that which is not public information or to withhold that which is public information. The only safe harbor to avoid that conundrum is to request an opinion from your office.
yeah, I just don't understand why they wouldn't give the.
Now, let's see. Let me close this. Oh, like I said, I don't understand why, but that's what they're doing. So we'll see what happens. But I said they sent me the evidence, paperwork, a whole list of all that. That's the only thing they gave me in addition to that letter. So, and on there, it has the victim's name, his age, and all that on there. So,
Yeah, it's like I said, I just can't understand why they wouldn't release all the information. That way we can give these guys a praise. I mean, it would definitely be a different to what we normally do.
exactly. That's the reason that I'm kind of pushing it is, it's in all the bad that we have, here you got Amarillo where this happened. And then, the week later, you got the whole incident with Caroline, you know, and what city was that? It was in Texas. Where was that at?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth. Fort Worth. Thank you. So, uh, we've got constantly gotten horrible cops out there. So, it's just refreshing to hear a story about some actually doing their job, you know, um, caring about something besides uh, their safety. It's always everything that happens is all on based on their safety. That's what got Chile convicted was that cop saying that he felt like his safety was, at stake. That's the reason, you know, which thank goodness that got overturned. Uh, Unfortunately, Chile had to spend 4 months, you know, in jail over it, but at least it did get overturned, and he'll have one hell of a lawsuit. All the times that he's been hollering he's going to file a lawsuit, now he really can. He really got one.
Yeah, because that's 4.5 months of his life that he spent in a place that he never should have been in the first place.
Exactly. Exactly.
And,
Yeah.
and I still think that
I
cop
mean,
should have been brought up on perjury charges.
I do too. I damn sure do. Because he flat out said that he did not move back when he told him to. He said right there on the stands and said that when he told him to back up, he didn't do it. And he most certainly did. He might not have backed up as far as he wanted him to, but he backed up. So, Well, we've struggled through a couple hours. I think I'm gonna call it a night, but I will definitely be back on again soon. I will promise you it won't be as long as before. I'm actually going to try and start getting on a couple, 2 or 3 times a week if I can. So uh, keep your eyes open, notifications turned on, and I'll definitely be seeing y'all again real soon. TV, you got anything to add?
Not really. I guess
Uh,
subscribe, like, share it out, guys. Let's help Mode get some more
oh,
people up in here.
oh, and Freddie just come backstage. I got to go ahead and pull Freddie up. Hey, I can't go without saying hi to Freddie.
What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Hey,
hear
buddy,
you.
how you doing?
I'm hanging in there. Can you guys
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
hear you loud and clear.
All right, 10-4, 10-4, breaker. So I figured I'd bring my toothless ass up here, since I got
Yep.
bashed for it.
Yeah, I hear you good. Definitely.
You know, so I got bashed for being on yesterday, being toothless. But I can't help it that someone decided to take it upon themselves to break my dentures in half. When I wasn't home. But it's all good, and I can get them implants now. So yeah,
Hell yeah. Those will be nice.
Right, that's what I'm looking at. Them glue ones, holy Christ, you got to get a pry bar to get them out. But yeah, anyhow, yeah, that was the new pickle guy. The guy that walks around dressed like a sandwich. Yeah, he had his new suit.
That's
there,
right.
He had a comment on that, but he didn't like my comment though. He didn't like that one. I ain't gonna get into it because we ain't gonna do drama or give him.
Damn pickle.
Oh,
All righty. Well, it's good seeing you, Freddie.
Yeah. Well, you guys getting off now? Are you guys? Oh,
yeah.
okay. If you're leaving or not.
That's a Todd witch.
Yeah. Well, you get a chance, go to the channel and read the comments. He didn't like what I had to say. And I went to him.
I definitely will.
I went to him.
All right. Well, we're going to cut out, call it a night.
All right. God bless.
Make sure you call me, Freddie.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a call here, boss. I'll give you about 5-10 minutes, and I'll give you a holler.
All right.
All right, thank you. And then thank you, everyone. And God bless everyone. Love you. Bye-bye.
Take care, Freddie.
Well, you too, my friend. God bless you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming up. All righty. Well, thanks for coming up, TB.
No problem.
All right, y'all. Well, I thank y'all all for coming out tonight and hanging out with me. I do apologize again for all the technical problems that we had, but it's been good, and I will see y'all again real soon. Y'all take care. Love one another. Remember, tomorrow's not guaranteed. So love the ones you got around you and appreciate them and enjoy the time that you have because you never know when it's going to end. Good night. God bless.